After a date that went extremely well, Cole is ghosted by Sadie. As he tries to surprise her, he gets kidnapped, only to find out she is not who she said she is. The movie opens with Sadie driving as she gets a call from her therapist. Sadie talks to her about the loss of her coworker. As the therapist ends the conversation, we are introduced to a man named Cole Turner. Cole runs a shop for herbs at the local market, and we quickly learn that he has been recently dumped as he shares this information with a woman named Edna, who sells plants next to him. As Edna goes on break, Cole is asked to look over her shop. Suddenly, we see Sadie arrive at the market looking around the plants. Cole goes to help her, and their conversation quickly turns into an argument over which plant she should get, given that she isn't at home a lot. Edna arrives and ends up selling the plant to Sadie. Edna tells Cole to ask Sadie out, and even though he is reluctant given they just argued, he rushes to her car and asks her out for coffee. At first, Sadie declines the offer, but she changes her mind and Cole gets in her car. The two of them end up hanging out for a long time. Sadie reveals she is an art curator, which is the reason why she isn't home a lot, and Cole says he is writing a book on farming herbs. Their date stretches throughout the entire day, and they even go to a karaoke bar. Cole ends up walking Sadie off to her house, and he ends up spending the night. A few days later, Cole goes to visit his family, and he immediately tells them about Sadie, telling them she might be the one. Her sister Maddie doesn't believe it, and tells him he will blow it somehow. For the next few days, Sadie hasn't responded to any of Cole's texts. Maddie tells him that she simply ghosted him, but Cole refuses to believe it. He remembers that he left his inhaler in Sadie's purse. He's put a tracker on his inhaler and can track it to London. His parents encourage him to go to London and surprise Sadie. As he is following the tracker, he ends up in a sketchy dark alley and suddenly gets kidnapped. Cole wakes up in an unknown lab inside a cave. The man in charge keeps referring to Cole as the taxman and that he has a top secret code that he wants. Cole tells them he isn't the taxman, but they don't believe him. Right as they are about to torture him, Sadie walks in with a rifle and shoots everyone inside. Cole learns that Sadie has lied and that she is a secret agent working for the CIA and the real taxman they are after. As the two of them make it outside, we learn that they are in Khyber Pass, Pakistan. As they try to smash that like and subscribe button, no, as they try to leave, they're attacked. They run and stop a bus at gunpoint and drive off. The security forces follow them and continue shooting at them. As they attempt to drive away, some of the soldiers manage to get on the bus. Cole manages to take one of them down. As they are driving, they manage to fight off and escape the multiple cars and bikes following them. Suddenly, the bus stops and they have to walk. At this point, the movie shows a scene where a French intelligence operative named Levesque and his henchman Wagner receive intel on Cole, strongly believing he is the taxman. At this moment, Levesque tells his men to bring Cole in. In the meantime, Sadie and Cole reach a place named Mingora, where they meet Marco. The three of them sit down and talk about a biochemical weapon called the Aztec that can wipe out the eastern seaboard. Sadie then reveals that she was at the cave to get Aztec, and then she asks Marco to send Cole to the US so she can finish the mission. Marco agrees, and before Sadie leaves, she tells Cole not to contact her again. Just as Marco and Cole are about to leave, Marco is killed by a bounty hunter named Grandson of Sam. He takes Sadie and Cole at gunpoint, but moments later, he is taken down by the Leopard, who's been sent by Levesque. He takes them inside a car, and as soon as he gets inside, he is taken down by a man calling himself God the Bounty Hunter. Once again, Sadie and Cole are taken at gunpoint, but as they are walking, God the Bounty Hunter is hit by a car by a barely alive grandson. Before he dies, he tells Sadie where the bounty is supposed to be delivered. Cole tells Sadie they kept asking him for the passcode. Sadie explains what Aztec is, and she reveals that her coworker knew the passcode before she was killed. Out of nowhere, she knocks Cole unconscious and takes him to Levesque, acting as a bounty hunter. She tells them he is the taxman, and he knows the passcode. All of them board a plane. With Wagner on board, things go south at this point in the movie, when Wagner finds a selfie that Cole took of himself and Sadie in bed while she was asleep. Sadie then reveals she is the taxman, but ends up attacking Wagner. The rest of the men go after her, but she manages to fight them off as she gets stabbed. Sadie tells Cole to grab Aztec and jump off the plane with a parachute. Cole refuses to leave her behind, so he grabs her and both of them jump off the plane. The two land on an island where Cole used the parachute as a tent and patched up Sadie's wounds. The next morning, they are attacked by Wagner and his men. Even though Sadie and Cole are saved by the CIA, Wagner manages to get his hands on the Aztec and run away with it. At the CIA headquarters, Sadie and Cole are placed in a room, hooked on a lie detector while the man interviews them. The two quickly get into an argument. Due to this, the two get separated and Cole is separately interviewed. He is shown multiple pictures, but one in particular catches his eye. It's of Elena, Sadie's co-worker, but right above her is a houseplant that was used by ancient Aztecs, meaning that the genetic sequence of this plant is the code for Aztec. Cole agrees to help them by pretending to be the taxman, since Levesque won't stop hunting him down. In the meantime, Levesque is visited by Mr. Utami, the man who hired Levesque to get Aztec, telling him he needs Aztec right away. As Cole reaches his table at a restaurant and waits, his team is killed by Levesque's people. With his dying breath, one of the agents tells Cole to leave. However, Cole stays, determined that Sadie will come to save him. Levesque and Utami arrive and join Cole, requesting he open Aztec. Cole keeps stalling them, waiting for Sadie to arrive. As she does, she joins them, and Cole reveals she is the taxman, and she has the passcode. Utami ends up sending Sadie a huge amount of money, and she opens the case. As soon as the case is opened, Levesque attempts to kill Sadie, but he is surrounded by bounty hunters that Sadie has hired to hunt Levesque. As the bounty hunters aim their guns at Levesque, Sadie and Cole manage to get Aztec. The two work together to fight them off, but quickly get separated when Cole gets in a one-on-one fight with Wagner. As the two fight, they reach a room filled with huge machines, which they manage to turn on, causing the restaurant to start moving. As Cole gets rid of Wagner, he goes to help Sadie as she is being overpowered by Levesque. Cole manages to free Sadie. However, Levesque gets his hands on the Aztec. Sadie starts shooting the ceiling above him, causing it to fall and crash on Levesque. Sadie reaches and grabs Aztec as Cole gets next to her, and the two share a kiss at the end of the chaos. By the end of the movie, we see Sadie and Cole having a lunch with Cole's family. The entire family is thrilled to meet her. 3 months later, Cole and Sadie are now in a relationship, and he joined her on missions by taking in targets for information. But first, they enjoy a museum date as the movie concludes. Subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on the notifications so you never miss any of them.